They said the north end of the strip was dead, quiet, irrelevant. And then the Fontainebleau shows up, 67 stories of look at me. But is this really the glow up that Vegas needed? Or is this just a very expensive selfie backdrop? Well, today we check in to check it out. Pulling up, this place does not whisper, it announces itself. You just feel the luxuriousness and you see how massive this property is. And that continues into the lobby. It's massive, clean, polished, and it's giving Miami vibes, which makes total sense because the original Fontainebleau is in Miami Beach. And we checked in at 10:45 a.m. on a Friday, and they gave us a room immediately. No early check-in fee or anything, and great service. The pool area at Fontainebleau, I think, is probably my favorite in all of Las Vegas now. So the aesthetic is just so unique. It feels like old Miami. The blue colors, there's areas with pink, with yellow umbrellas. Speaking of umbrellas, there is a ton of shade. I hate when you go to a pool in Las Vegas and there's no umbrellas and you actually have to pay to get shade. It's just not fair. Here you have a lot of seating, a lot of shade, and there are several pools to choose from. You have an adults only pool, you have several just kind of free-for-all pools, and then you have this one little pool called Gigi's Pool. It looks like kind of like a grotto, like a desert grotto with little caves that have cabanas in there. That's by reservation only. But this place is just incredible. And if you're hungry, they do have a restaurant here. There are a couple of bars here, or you have great servers that will come around to your seats, take your food orders and your drink orders. Hey guys, welcome to my crib. Come on in. This is a blue king room. This is your standard room here at Fontainebleau. They come in at just under 500 square feet. So what I like about this room is that you have these controls here that allow you to set your privacy, or if you want room service or your housekeeping. So instead of fumbling like with the door tag, you can just push the button. So super convenient. You also have the controls for the drapes over here and for your master lights. So you can see the blue wallpaper coming in here. So it kind of just starts off, you have that kind of Fontainebleau look. Coming into the bathroom on this side, it's a good size bathroom for the size of room that you have, because you do have a full bathtub. It's a large soaking tub here. Instead of like a double sink, so you have this one just large sink. There isn't a lot of counter space, but you do have some storage underneath. What I love about this room or this bathroom is that the blow dryer is not like your typical Conair cheapy blow dryer. So if you have a lot of hair, you're gonna appreciate this because it does have different settings for the heat and for the air. Now, they do have the little toiletries that come in here instead of the big pumps, and you do have like a little vanity kit and a shower caps, makes it really nice. There is a little kind of frosted glass door for the toilet, and the shower has a great shower pressure. I don't know what to say, like there's like air coming out with it, so it feels very strong. All right, so let's go out into the bedroom area. You do have this huge full-size mirror here. And also you might be questioning, Melissa, why are you in a bathrobe? Well, you know what? I just have to say that the bathrobes here are the best bathrobes I've ever experienced in any hotel anywhere. They're so soft, so I had to make sure to point it out to you. Another thing I had to point out is the fact that they don't have irons or ironing boards in this room. They have a steamer. So that might be great for a lot of people, but I'm old school, I need an iron. So the first thing we did when we got in this room was to call housekeeping, and they brought us an iron and an ironing board. All right, so back into this room. You have this like built-in closet here. I just love the doors, but very nice. You have not only your bathrobes, but you do have some slippers, which I'm also wearing. And the room size itself is decent, but what I really like is the textures everywhere. So not only the color scheme, because you have these blues, you have a little bit of salmon and cream and gold, but the textures, the wallpaper, the fabric on the headboard is just very like elegant looking. This is not like a cheap looking room. It doesn't feel like they tried to make it themey. It's just classy and elegant. All right, so the bed itself, I feel like there's a mattress topper on here. It feels very, very soft, but not like sinking in soft, just a good cushion to it. The good thing is in this room, in addition to having a mini bar, you also have a little empty fridge. And if you want to get fancy and get yourself champagne and stuff, you have like corks and glasses. So kind of nice in here. And you do have a few drawers, which were plenty for our storage in addition to the closets. Now, the interesting thing about this particular room that we're in is that there's a connecting door, but it's in such an odd place. But the reason why that is because on the other side of this door is a massive suite. So we're kind of like at the end of the hallway, and the true end is like a 2-door giant suite. So I think they have this connecting door. If they wanted to book an extra connecting room, this is where it would be. There's a couple of seats with a table here, but again, I love how it has this kind of salmon color, and the fabrics, again, that texture just feels really nice. You have the floor to ceiling windows here. The drapes are controlled again at the door, but there's also some controls right at the bedside. So you kind of can just open the drapes as you wake up in the morning and take in the sunlight and take in the views of Las Vegas. So what you can expect to pay here during the week, you're gonna pay in the $200 to $300 range, but there is a $55 resort fee added to that. And then on the weekends, it's in the $400 to $500 range. If you are parking your car, if you're staying here, it's complimentary. It's normally $20, but right now they have a special. So for all Nevada residents and for any Fontainebleau Rewards members, they have complimentary parking until the end of May 2026. So we took a black light to the room, and as we looked at the bed, the bedding was absolutely spotless. Tore the bedding apart just to see if we found anything. We didn't find a thing. And then in the bathroom, the shower was spotless, very clean. The toilet was clean. The sink was clean. We did find some spots in the bathtub, however, so I would recommend that if you are going to be using a bathtub in a hotel in Las Vegas, clean it out before you use it. We closed the curtains in the middle of the day to see how it would be if you wanted to take a nap in the middle of the day. And unfortunately, it was about a 6 out of 10. You get a lot of light coming in through these drapes, especially at the bottom, and the curtains didn't quite close all the way. So overall, this is a pretty fabulous room, and we have actually stayed in one other room here at Fontainebleau, the Gold Room. So let's take a look at that room. The gold rooms are just a little larger than the blue rooms. They range from 545 to 590 square feet. So as you can see, the main difference in this room is that there is the sofa that's kind of in the middle of the room there. So it's just a little bit elongated, but the color scheme is really the same. The type of furniture that they have in this room is also the same. So a lot of similarities to the blue room. There is a little bit more storage here with the 2 extra drawers than the blue room had, but everything else was pretty equal. Other than the larger size bedroom area, the only real noticeable difference is that the bathroom is a different setup in the gold room. So remember the other room had the tub and the shower? Well, the gold rooms do not have the bathtub. So you do have your double sinks, kind of the same color scheme and layout, except now you have this huge shower. So there is no bathtub, but I will say that this huge shower is kind of nice. And anyway you go, you're gonna get some pretty great views here at the Fontainebleau. A new thing to Fontainebleau is the Vegas Loop has a station here. So this is Elon Musk's tunnels that go underground, take you to a few places like Resorts World, the Convention Center. And they also have limited rides to the Harry Reid Airport now. And there's actually one picking up somebody right now. You just push a button on there and they'll come pick you up. The biggest drawback is definitely the location. You're at the far north end of the strip. You're across the street from Circus Circus. You do have Sahara about a block away, and Resorts World is just a couple blocks away, and then Wynn Encore is just beyond that, but nothing too close. I love just walking around Fontainebleau and taking in everything it has to offer, like this huge sculpture that's over by the convention center area, and this weird fried egg mural. I don't know, it's weird and funky, but I love walking around and finding all the different things that Fontainebleau has to offer. The lobby always has some kind of beautiful decorations. You'll see this art installation here that mimics the waves of the ocean as it moves. I don't know, it's just so amazing walking around here and seeing all of the beautiful pieces of art and the floral additions that they have. I love it. The aesthetic of this casino is so nice. Well, first of all, this place is just massive. You have these huge high ceilings, and the ceilings themselves are so intricate. You have this one chandelier that comes down. It's beautiful. There's an amazing bar right in the middle of the casino called the Blue Bar. It's beautiful. And then you're just walking around here and it smells good. It doesn't smell like smoke in here. And even though it is a luxury hotel, I feel like they have a lot of slot machines that are lower limit. So if you go to other luxury properties, I'm going to use Bellagio as an example. They'll have a lot of slot machines, but there are so many of them that are higher limit, so it kind of prices some people out. Now going over to the table games, it's Saturday, it's about noon, and there were about 6 or 7 blackjack tables open that were $25, and they were 6-5 blackjack. There were 2 tables open that were $50, and those were 3-2. 2 craps tables, those were both $25, and 1 roulette table, it was 00, and it was $25. We've also been ordering drinks while we've been playing, and we've had great drink service. Let's talk about the food here. Is it cheap? Absolutely not. If you're coming to Fontainebleau expecting a budget, you're in the wrong zip code. So let's take a look at what they have here, starting off with Cantina Contra Mar that is opening up March 28th. This is a famous Mexico City restaurant that is coming and having its first location in Las Vegas. Something newer to the food hall is known as Lobster Shack. And let's take a look at the food hall and the rest of the restaurants here at Fontainebleau. Starting off with Vida, this is your breakfast / lunch place. It's only open from 7 to 2, but even in here it's just beautiful. I love the decor. I love the napkins that they put out at the tables, and the food is excellent. We also noted that their coffee was really good. I got these chilaquiles that had pork in it. It was like actual chile verde that they used to make the chilaquiles, and I never tried that before. So amazingly good. The sauce was perfect. The pork was so tender and flavorful. Honestly, I was really impressed because I'm a picky person when it comes to chilaquiles. The huevos rancheros are really good, and oh my god, these brown sugar swirl blueberry pancakes are so delightful. Amazing food here at Vida. China Club is a Chinese restaurant, but I just love the ambiance in this place. We haven't tried it yet. I haven't heard too much about it, so let us know if you've been and what you thought of this place. Komodo is on the 2nd level near the food hall, and this place has kind of a fusion of Asian foods along with a great bar. They have a sushi menu. They also have food like Peking duck, and at certain times of the day you can see the ducks actually hanging in the window. Washing Potato is a bit more of a casual Asian food spot. Here you can get some great dim sum. We had some buns and some dumplings and some noodles and all kinds of foods that were just so savory and oh my god, so good. So there's a lot you can try here, and honestly, for a Vegas restaurant, it didn't break the bank by getting all of this food. It was actually somewhat reasonable. If you want something kind of eclectic, go to Poppy Steak. It's a steakhouse up near the Fontainebleau Theater. La Fontaine is a French-inspired place open for breakfast and lunch. It's only open from 7 to 2. And we did mention that there is a food hall, so you can get burgers, there's a juice bar, bagels, pizza, lobster rolls, and tacos. So a good choice, but not cheap for being a food hall. So we had some tacos here, and when you get some of the tacos, they are $10 each. Now, I will say that we got a birria taco, and it came with its own consomme. That was $10. That was actually worth it. Some of the other ones were $8 though, but for, a food hall taco, it's kind of pricey. The pizza here is also $10 a slice, but it is worth it, especially when they are open until 4 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights and you're starving. And oh my God, get your hot honey on top of the pepperoni slice. So good. Mother Wolf is an Italian restaurant. It is well loved by many in Vegas. Another well-loved place is Don's Prime Steakhouse. We tried it, but it was our anniversary, so we did not film anything. Kiyu is another Asian restaurant. This is down near one of the exits. The tavern is attached to the sports book, and you can get kind of upscale bar food, but they also have your traditional burgers, sandwiches, chicken tenders. The cool thing is that in the sports book area itself, they have tables, so you can order service right to your table. Now, you can also go to Cafe Kuto in the morning and get yourself coffee and pastries. They're really good. And this newer place called Chez Bonbon is a patisserie. So another good place to come and get coffee or a little breakfast. If you're looking for some nightlife, you can start off with the Nowhere Bar. This is up on the second level. Really cool vibes in here. And they have live entertainment almost every night, a singer or even comedy. The Collins Bar is near the lobby. They have a piano player coming in all the time, and it is beautiful in here. Then you have the Live nightclub. So this is up near the pool area, and this is the entrance to the nightclub. Obviously, it was daytime when we were in here. There's nobody up here, but it's cool just to check out the entrance to the club. If you're trying to keep up with your fitness while you're on vacation, I don't think you're going to find a better fitness center in any hotel in Las Vegas. And if you know of one better, drop a comment and let me know. But this place has everything. You have cardio areas, weight areas, there's an area where you can do stretching. There's everything going on here. And they also have group classes that are complimentary to hotel guests. I don't know that I've seen that anywhere else, but I think this is pretty spectacular. They have a beauty salon here and one of the nicest spas, but unfortunately we were not able to get footage of the spa. Despite its terrible location, Fontainebleau is a place that I would come back to again and again if money were no object. I love just about everything about this property. I love the aesthetic. I love the rooms. I love some of the things inside of the rooms, like the bathrooms. The pools have got to be my favorite in all of Las Vegas. I just adore them. And the food is really good. Things are pricey here, but if you're on a vacation and you're looking to splurge and have an amazing time, I think you can really do that here. Let me know what you think. Have you stayed at Fontainebleau before? What were your thoughts on it? Drop a comment and let us know. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.